What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. How to get iron in Valheim. First thing you're gonna have to do is beat the Elder. He's the second boss in Valheim. He's quite easy, using your bow and arrow and just kiting the entire time. It's quite an easy fight. Once he is taken down, he will drop two things, his trophy and a swamp key. Now the swamp key you will need to get into the crypts in the swamp, which is where you'll find iron. So once you get the swamp key here, get that key over there, you'll need to then look for the swamp. Now the swamp is quite easy to find. It's just broken down trees that look very dead, and it's quite an obvious area to spot out of the meadows. Once you find that, you can also look on your map. It's quite an easy place to see. So on the map itself, you'll see that there is a whole little dead zone, basically. So it's easy to find, easy to spot. Once you're in the swamp, the next thing you'll be looking for is the crypt, which is a nice little dungeon like this. You can't break down the gate, you'll need the key. The iron gate is unbreakable. So once you got your crypt key and you go into this, you will then start looking for iron, and you'll start looking for these little piles of stuff that are called muddy scrap piles. Now this is where you get your iron from. Once you start mining this, it will start dropping your iron scraps, which is that over there, and from there you can use that to smelt your iron, which will then give you better gear, better equipment, and then just make life a lot easier for you in Valheim. You will be fighting against mobs, either like these little blobs or other creeps. Easiest thing to do to fight against them is either just use your bow and arrow and shoot at them. They can do poison damage, which can be quite frustrating. These guys also very easy. You can either kite them with your bow and arrow, or if you fight them with your shield and your mace. Mace damage does a lot more damage than using a sword or an axe. And also the easiest way to fight them is just parrying. Just wait for them to hit you, and then as they hit you, just block it, and this will just stumble them, which allows you to do more damage to them. Quite straightforward, quite easy. Another thing is, when you're done breaking the muddy scrap piles, on the ground itself there might be little bits that you've missed. So just take your mouse, hover over them, just to make sure you've collected everything on the ground that you just might not be able to see. And once you have everything, you can move on from there. Once you carry on through the dungeon, you'll find these little pools of water that you can swim under. And what you want to do, once you've gone to the dungeon, you want to look for little chests as well. These little chests also contain little scrap metals, which can be very useful. Little piles of scraps, so it also saves some time. And then once you're done looking through the dungeon and gather all the scrap that you can, next part is transporting. So what you want to do is, you can't teleport them, so what you'll have to do is either take a longboat or a carver, and then just put it onto the boat. You hop on, look for the storage thing, put it in the storage, and then take it back to base. Once you're back at base, take your iron scraps, put it all into your furnaces, and just get them starting to smelt. What I would recommend, the best thing you could do is, when you bring your scrap back to base, rather try and do it at nighttime. So while everything's busy smelting and everything's in the furnaces, you can just take a little nap, come back, and everything should be there waiting for you, ready to go. So once you get all your iron and everything's there, you can go over to your forge to create your different types of armor, pickaxes, melee weapons, things like that. So what can you make? You can make your iron scale mail, you can make iron greaves, iron nails, basically anything iron. Anything iron will just pop up on the side. You'll see new things, mail, weapons, arrows, torches, things like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you found the video useful, maybe consider subscribing. And that's basically it. See you guys next one. Peace.